Airshow. Stephen Govain tells us about it.
10 days from now, the skies over Ellington Field near the Johnson Space Center will be filled with images of World War II.
It's not hard to imagine that it's no longer 1986, but it's 1943 all over again.
This is one of the famous B-17 bombers, a workhorse during the last World War. It's been carefully restored by the Confederate Air Force to be included in their show. Many of the planes will spend time in the air, giving onlookers a real sense of what the skies must have looked like then. All the planes can be seen and touched on the ground, too. This vintage German warplane is going to be flown by a famous contemporary pilot, astronaut Joe Engel, who has twice flown in space.
The 109 was initially the primary fighter, air defense fighter for the Luftwaffe during World War II.
No fears or anything about getting in that?
Oh, no. No, they're good flying machines. They each got their own personality.
The Confederate Air Force Airshow, complete with reenactments of many of the major battles of World War II, will be at Ellington Field September 27th and 28th. Bring lawn chairs. Stephen Govain, Eyewitness News, Ellington Field.
Yeah, bandits at 1 o'clock, Jim.
Yes, watch out overhead. Well, we'll see if the Astros despair. You really did see those old flying machines. They'll soon be part of a big air show staged by the Confederate Air Force, and reporter Stephen Govain has the story.
Fighter planes from Germany, Japan, England, and America will converge on Ellington Field in 10 days for a massive air show dedicated to those who fought in World War II. The very presence of these authentic aircraft make it easy to slip from 1986 back into the early 1940s. Among the attractions is this B-17 bomber, one of the workhorses of that last world conflict. When these planes went on bombing missions, they were often accompanied by fighter planes, piloted by people like Bill Melton, one of only 450 black pilots in the war.
I encountered over the mouth of Naples Harbor, Ju-88. I was flying a P-39 at the time, and I damaged it. My nose cannon jammed, and the guns weren't able to complete the job for me.
Stories like that will be plentiful during the air show on September 27th and 28th.
One of the highlights of this show is a recreation of an encounter with Japanese warplanes. No aircraft are coming in.
Stephen Govain, Eyewitness News, Ellington Field.
Still ahead, Houstonians are pitching in to help those
For 2 days, we're flying into Ellington, getting ready. Air show gates will open at 8 o'clock in the morning. The first flyover around 10 o'clock. The Confederate Air Force Ghost Squadron will perform air power demonstrations, recreating more than 20 important moments from the aerial history of the Second World War. The show is Saturday and Sunday at Ellington. There is an admission fee, and Doug promises perfect weather.